Hi, K-pop lovers. Welcome back to our channel. Hey guys. If you've been anywhere near TikTok lately, you've probably noticed one name that keeps popping up everywhere, REI from IVE. And I'm not talking about just another viral moment here and there. I'm talking about complete and total domination of the TikTok algorithm. This girl has turned trend-setting into an actual art form, and today we're diving deep into exactly what makes her content so impossibly addictive. Before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're about to break down the entire phenomenon that is REI's TikTok empire, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this. Also, drop a comment below and tell me which of REI's trends you participated in. I bet at least one of you has tried the guinea pig challenge. So let's start with the biggest news that literally everyone in the K-pop world is talking about. On October 25, 2025, at Korea University's Hwajong Gymnasium in Seoul, the TikTok Awards Korea took place. And guess who walked away with the Best Trend Leader award? That's right, our girl REI. Now, this isn't just some participation trophy or a popularity contest. This award specifically recognizes her ability to generate engaging content that resonates on a global scale through short-form video platforms. When the award was announced, REI said through her agency Starship Entertainment something that really captures her essence as a creator. She said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that she's so thankful to all the global fans who have loved seeing different sides of her this year, including her speedy guinea pig persona. She never imagined that something she started just for fun on TikTok would turn into such a big gift. And you know what? That authenticity, that genuine surprise and gratitude, that's exactly what makes her content so magnetic. She's not calculating every move or trying to manufacture virality. She's just being herself, having fun, and somehow that translates into millions and millions of views. But here's where it gets really interesting. REI didn't just win this award out of nowhere. She's been building this reputation as a trendsetter since literally the moment she debuted with IVE. Fans have given her the nickname, Pose Master, because of her incredible talent for creating signature poses and gestures that just stick in people's minds. And I'm not talking about one or two poses that went viral by accident. I'm talking about a consistent, ongoing stream of trends that she's either created from scratch or reinvented with her own unique flair. Let me give you some examples that will blow your mind. There's the gyro peace pose, you know, that upside-down V sign with your fingers. That trend actually originated from Japanese gyro culture in the 2000s, but it was REI who brought it back and made it absolutely explode in South Korea and beyond. Since REI is Japanese herself, this connection to Japanese pop culture comes naturally to her, and she uses it in such a cool way. Then there's the ribbon peace pose, which she introduced with the message that she would show her ribbon every day. This pose became so popular that other idols started doing it, fans were doing it, and it just spread like wildfire across social media platforms. And we can't forget the Kangsuni pose, where she places her fists on her cheeks. REI actually explained in an interview how she created this one. She said she was resting in a car taking selfies, and her poses were feeling kind of lacking, so she decided to do some research and development. She thought to herself, what is Kim REI? REI is Kangsuni, referring to a children's cartoon character that fans say she looks like. And just like that, a new pose was born from pure creativity and self-awareness. Now, let's talk about the phenomenon that really cemented REI's status as the queen of TikTok trends in 2025, the Pakchagini Challenge, also known as the Stampeding Guinea Pig or Raging Guinea Pig Challenge. This is where things get absolutely insane in terms of viral impact. During IVE's promotions for their song Attitude earlier in 2025, there's this specific part in the choreography where REI and the members perform synchronized moves with bold arm movements and cute expressions. Fans on social media started calling them Pakju guinea pigs, which translates to rampaging guinea pigs, because their movements resembled small animals just bursting with energy. And here's what's fascinating, this section of the choreography originally had no official name or hashtag. It was completely fan-driven. The fans created the nickname, they started the challenge, and then IVE and REI embraced it by adding official hashtags like Pakjagini and Pakjagini Challenge. REI, who fans started calling Captain Guinea or Daejang Genie, led the charge by posting challenge videos in all these unexpected locations, parks, elevators, office spaces. She turned every single post into this charming, energetic moment that people just couldn't get enough of. The numbers behind this challenge are absolutely staggering. REI's TikTok challenge clips for the guinea pig dance recorded 26.5 million and 12.1 million views respectively as of April 2025. That's a combined total of 38.6 million views from just 2 videos. But it didn't stop there. The challenge exploded across TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Artists from Starship Entertainment's roster joined in, groups like Monsta X, Gravity, and Kiki. Then it spread beyond the company to massive names like Super Junior, Shiny, Zero Basion, NCT Wish, Boy Next Door, Ellie Seraphim, and Red Velvet. Even pre-debut trainees got involved. Each participant added their own creative spin and used customized nicknames like Pakju Honi or Pakju Wish or Pakju Chun Genie. What started as a simple dance segment transformed into a full-blown meme-based cultural movement. And the best part? 2 months after IVE wrapped up their IVE Switch era promotions, the song Attitude was still climbing charts and dominating short-form platforms, all thanks to this viral guinea pig moment that REI helped create. So what exactly makes REI's content so addictive that people can't stop watching and participating? Let me break down the secret sauce. First, there's her timing and cultural awareness. REI has this incredible ability to sense when something is about to become trendy. She catches trends early, before they're oversaturated, and then she puts her own unique twist on them. It's like she has a sixth sense for what's going to resonate with people. Second, her content is incredibly accessible and replicable. The poses she creates, the challenges she starts, they're not complicated or intimidating. Anyone can do them, which means maximum participation. When you make something that's both fun and easy to recreate, you've hit the viral content jackpot. Third, and this is probably the most important factor, REI is authentically herself in every single piece of content she creates. There's no pretense, no fake energy, no calculated attempt to seem relatable. She genuinely enjoys what she's doing, and that joy translates through the screen. People can sense authenticity, and they're drawn to it like moths to a flame. Let's also talk about her range as a content creator. REI isn't just sticking to one type of trend or one style of content. She's created challenges like the Tiramisu Cake Challenge, the Real or Fake Trend, the Sorry for Being Cute Challenge, and the Ira Challenge. Each one is completely different in concept and execution, which shows her versatility and creativity. She's not a one-trick pony repeating the same formula over and over. She's constantly innovating, constantly experimenting, and constantly giving her audience something fresh. IVE's official TikTok account has over 10.7 million followers and 527 million likes, and you can bet that REI's content is a massive contributor to those numbers. Her videos consistently achieve view counts in the millions, and the guinea pig clip alone became one of the most watched pieces of content on their entire account. Here's something else that's really interesting about REI's approach to TikTok. She's managed to bridge multiple cultural worlds in her content. Being Japanese but working in the Korean entertainment industry, she brings elements of Japanese pop culture and trends into the K-pop space in a way that feels natural and exciting rather than forced or out of place. The Gyru piece is a perfect example of this. She took something from her cultural background and made it accessible and appealing to a global audience. This cross-cultural appeal is part of what makes her content so universally addictive. Whether you're in Korea, Japan, America, Europe, Southeast Asia, REI's content just works everywhere because it taps into something fundamentally human, the desire to have fun, be creative, and connect with others. Now let's talk about the impact REI's TikTok dominance has had on IVE as a group and on the broader K-pop industry. IVE is often referred to as the MZ wannabe and MZ icon, which refers to their strong connection with the self-loving and confident Gen Z audience. REI's trend-setting abilities are a huge part of why IVE holds this position. Her content helps keep IVE relevant between comebacks, maintains fan engagement, and attracts new fans who discover the group through viral challenges. The fact that Attitude continued climbing charts and gaining attention months after official promotions ended is direct proof of REI's impact. In the modern music industry, especially in K-pop, staying relevant and maintaining momentum is everything. REI has basically figured out how to create a perpetual motion machine of engagement through TikTok content. Even when the group isn't actively promoting, REI's content keeps IVE in the conversation. Beyond just entertainment value, REI has also shown a thoughtful and socially conscious side in her TikTok presence and public statements. At the TikTok Awards, she reflected on the values celebrated at the event, saying something really beautiful. She said, "I believe everyone has the right to express themselves freely. I'm grateful to the TikTok Awards for reminding me of that." This kind of messaging, encouraging self-expression, authenticity, and confidence, resonates deeply with Gen Z audiences who value these principles. REI isn't just creating content for views and likes. She's creating content that empowers people to be themselves, to have fun, to not take things too seriously, and to express their individuality. That's the kind of influence that goes beyond just being a trendsetter. That's being a genuine cultural influencer who shapes how people think about creativity and self-expression. Let me also mention REI's work outside of TikTok that complements her digital presence. She currently stars in her own solo web variety show called Follow REI, where she takes on challenges and interviews various celebrities. This show has given fans even more insight into her personality, her creative process, and her natural hosting abilities. The show features segments like Chinma REI, where she demonstrates strong chemistry with various stars including idols, actors, and comedians. Having this kind of long-form content alongside her short-form TikTok presence creates a comprehensive digital ecosystem where fans can engage with REI in multiple ways. Some people might discover her through a viral TikTok challenge and then go watch her variety show to learn more about her. Or vice versa, fans of the show might participate in her TikTok challenges to feel more connected to her. It's a brilliant strategy for building and maintaining a fan base. It's also worth noting how REI's success on TikTok has opened doors for her professionally. In August 2025, she stepped in as a special MC for KBS 2's music show Music Bank, and she's set to host the ASIA 2025 Awards in May at Japan's K-Arena Yokohama. These hosting opportunities likely came about in part because of her proven ability to connect with audiences, her natural charisma, and her massive social media influence. When you can point to awards like Best Trend Leader at the TikTok Awards and viral challenges with tens of millions of views, industry professionals take notice. REI has essentially created a personal brand that extends far beyond just being an IVE member. She's REI the trendsetter, REI the content creator, REI the cultural influencer. So guys, that's the complete breakdown of what makes REI's TikTok content so impossibly addictive. To sum it all up, it's a combination of authentic personality, incredible timing and cultural awareness, accessibility and replicability of her content, consistent innovation and creativity, cross-cultural appeal, and a genuine desire to empower self-expression in her audience. REI isn't just following trends or chasing virality. She's creating a new blueprint for how K-pop idols can leverage short-form content platforms to build genuine connections with global audiences. She's turned herself into a cultural phenomenon not through expensive production or calculated marketing, but through pure creativity, authenticity, and joy. And honestly, that's something we can all learn from, whether we're content creators ourselves or just people trying to live more authentically. The question now is, what's next for REI? What new trends will she create? What challenges will go viral next? With IVE continuing their world tour and REI's influence only growing stronger, I have no doubt we'll see even more incredible content from her. She's proven that she's not a flash-in-the-pan viral sensation but rather a consistent, reliable trendsetter who understands digital culture at a fundamental level. So keep your eyes on REI's TikTok, because whatever she does next, you can bet it's going to be addictive, it's going to be creative, and it's probably going to be the next thing everyone is talking about. What do you guys think? Are you part of Team REI? Have you participated in any of her challenges? What's your favorite REI trend? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into REI's TikTok domination, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more K-pop analysis and content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Annyeong.